What you think is normal is about to be completely shattered, from an island where families literally live with the dead to a European town where men dressed as demons jump over real newborn babies. Today, we are traveling the globe to count down 10 of the most unbelievable cultural practices that are 100% real. Buckle up. You're about to experience severe culture shock. Let's get into it. The Cinnamon Attack, Denmark. Being single in your mid-20s can be stressful enough, but in Denmark, your friends make sure you never forget it. If you turn 25 years old in Denmark and you are still unmarried, it is a cultural tradition for your friends to drag you out into the street, tie you to a chair or a pole, and absolutely drench you in water and hundreds of pounds of cinnamon. The tradition dates back hundreds of years to traveling spice salesmen who were famously always single, and it gets worse. If you are still unmarried by the time you hit 30, they upgrade the cinnamon to black pepper. The Battle of the Oranges, Italy. Every year in the northern Italian city of Ivrea, the citizens recreate a historic medieval rebellion, but instead of using swords, they use fruit. During the Battle of the Oranges, the town divides into 9 organized teams. Over 3 brutal days, they hurl upwards of 900,000 pounds of oranges at each other. Teams on foot represent the rebellious commoners, while teams riding in horse-drawn carts represent the evil tyrant's guards. Measured by the sheer weight of ammunition thrown, it is the largest food fight in Europe, and it's taken incredibly seriously. Participants regularly walk away with black eyes, bruises, and concussions from taking high-speed citrus to the face. By the time the festival ends, the entire city smells intensely of citrus, and the cobblestone streets are buried under a thick, slippery, ankle-deep layer of mashed orange pulp. Polterabend, Germany. In most cultures, breaking a plate is an accident. In Germany, it's a requirement for a happy marriage. The night before a German wedding, friends and family gather outside the couple's home for a tradition called Polterbend. The guests bring porcelain plates, flower pots, ceramic tiles, and sometimes even entire ceramic toilets and violently smash them on the ground. The loud noise is believed to drive away evil spirits. Once the destruction is over, the bride and groom must clean up the massive pile of sharp, broken shards together, symbolizing that they will have to work through the difficult, messy parts of life as a team. There is one strict rule, though. You must never bring glass or mirrors, as breaking those brings 7 years of bad luck instead of marital bliss. The Wife Carrying Championship, Finland. Finland has invented one of the most bizarre athletic competitions on Earth, Yukon Kanto, or wife carrying, rooted in a 19th century legend about a thief who made his gang carry heavy sacks to prove their strength. This is now a massive annual sporting event. Male competitors must carry a female teammate, who doesn't actually have to be his wife, through a grueling 253-meter obstacle course featuring sand, hurdles, and a massive water trap. The preferred carrying method? The Estonian style, where the woman hangs upside down with her legs wrapped around the man's neck. But there is a catch. The woman must weigh at least 108 pounds. If she doesn't, officials strap heavy weights to her back before the race to make up the difference. The grand prize for winning: the woman's exact body weight in beer. The competition has become so wildly popular worldwide that couples travel from the US, Australia, and the UK, often wearing hilarious costumes while battling through the muddy Finnish water. The Monkey Buffet Festival, Thailand. If you hate wild animals stealing your food, avoid the city of Lopburi in Thailand. Every November, the city hosts the Monkey Buffet Festival. The local citizens construct massive, beautiful towers made of over 4,000 kilograms of fresh watermelons, pineapples, sticky rice, and sweets. Then, they invite the city's population of 3,000 wild macaque monkeys to absolutely destroy it. In Thai culture, these monkeys are believed to bring good luck, and the festival is a way to say thank you for driving tourism, but living with them is pure chaos. The monkeys are essentially a furry mafia that runs the town. Locals have to barricade their storefronts, and police carry slingshots just to patrol. During the festival, these cheeky primates don't just eat the fruit. They frequently steal sunglasses right off tourists' faces, shotgun sugary sodas straight from the can, and use the ancient temple ruins as a giant jungle gym. Trance of Piercings, Malaysia and India. For the Hindu festival of Thaipusam, devotion is proven through physical endurance. Celebrated heavily in Malaysia, Singapore, and India, the festival honors the god of war, Lord Murugan. To show their devotion and ask for favors, worshippers enter a deep spiritual trance and pierce their own bodies. Some pierce their tongues and cheeks with long metal skewers shaped like the god's divine spear, forcing them to remain completely silent. Others carry massive, heavily decorated structures called kavadis, which are physically hooked into the skin of their backs and chests. Because of their deep trance state, participants claim they feel absolutely no pain and shed no blood during the intense march. To reach this elevated state of mind, devotees prepare for 48 days by maintaining a strict vegetarian diet, sleeping on bare floors, and often completely shaving their heads for purity. Famadihana, dancing with the dead, Madagascar. In Western cultures, funerals are quiet, somber, and final. But for the Malagasy people of Madagascar, death is just an excuse to throw a party with your ancestors. Every 5 to 7 years, families practice Famadihana, or the turning of the bones. They physically open the family crypts, bring out the bodies of their deceased loved ones, and carefully rewrap them in fresh silk shrouds. Then, the live music starts. The family members lift the bodies into the air and dance joyfully with the corpses around the tomb. There is one strict rule during the festival: crying is completely forbidden. Weeping is believed to bring sorrow to the dead. Instead, while holding the remains, family members will enthusiastically catch their ancestors up on all the local gossip, introduce them to new babies, and ask for blessings. It is a beautiful celebration based on the belief that spirits don't fully leave the earth until their bodies have decomposed, proving that for the Malagasy, family is forever. El Colacho, baby jumping, Spain. Since the year 1620, the Spanish village of Castrillo de Murcia has celebrated the Catholic feast of Corpus Christi in a way that gives parents a heart attack. It is called El Colacho, or the Baby Jumping Festival. All the babies born in the town during the previous year are laid down on mattresses right in the middle of the public street. Then grown men dressed as the devil, holding whips and castanets, literally run down the street and hurtle over the infants. The bizarre tradition is believed to cleanse the babies of original sin and guarantee them a safe life. Remarkably, there are no recorded injuries in the festival's 400-year history, but the Catholic Church isn't thrilled. Former Pope Benedict XVI even asked local priests to distance themselves from it, not just because it's dangerous, but because the Church strictly insists that only a real baptism can cleanse original sin, not a man in a devil suit. Despite the warnings, locals refuse to stop. Afterwards, the infants are gently sprinkled with rose petals and returned to their relieved mothers. The Bullet Ant Gloves, Brazil. Coming-of-age ceremonies happen all over the world, but the Sateré-Maué tribe in the Brazilian Amazon has the most painful test on earth. To prove they are ready for manhood, young boys must wear a pair of woven gloves for 10 minutes. The catch? The elders first sedate the ants in an herbal bath so they can weave them into the glove's stingers first. By the time the boy puts his hands inside, hundreds of live bullet ants are waking up trapped and furious. The sting of a bullet ant is widely considered the most painful insect sting on the planet, often compared to being shot with a real bullet. The neurotoxin causes pure agony, violent muscle spasms, and a fever so intense it can lead to hallucinations. And to officially become a warrior, a boy doesn't just do this once. He must endure the gloves 20 separate times. While the venom attacks his nervous system, the initiate must not cry out. Instead, he performs a rhythmic tribal dance to distract himself from the absolute blinding pain. Living with the dead, Indonesia. Taking our #1 spot is a tradition that completely shatters how we view life and death. For the Toraja people in the mountains of Indonesia, when a family member's heart stops beating, they are not considered dead. They are simply considered sick. Because traditional Torajan funerals are massive, expensive affairs that take years to save money for, the deceased relative is kept in the family home, sometimes for months or even years. The bodies are preserved using a traditional mixture of herbs or modern formalin so they do not decay. The family treats the mummified body exactly like a living person. They bring them 3 meals a day, offer them cigarettes, change their clothes, and talk to them. To the Toraja, the line between life and death isn't a wall. It's a bridge, making it one of the most beautiful and surprising cultural practices on the planet. Because of this deep spiritual belief, children grow up completely unafraid of the preserved corpses in the house, viewing them as comforting guardians rather than terrifying ghosts. Human beings are incredible, aren't they? Which of these global traditions surprised you the most, and which one would you actually want to participate in? Let me know in the comments below. If you loved this trip around the world, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.